All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is brought in at the 21. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Line of 1st and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st down, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The throw by Darnold, hauled in by the tight end Herndon. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Here's Darnold. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
Now it's Darnold. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned.
That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone, and now 4th down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. On the counter, here's Bell. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
44, Mike. Check. I'm going to run you over.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold found his target. It's Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up.
Brings up third down.
The Jets on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going on the ground with Homer. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run this with Homer. They find some open field here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Homer, 27 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. The 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 78 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Let's go.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Darnold finding Anderson here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Now Montgomery. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
44, Mike, 44. Woo-hoo! Kill, turn it up. Kill, turn it up. Slam.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Bell, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, already his his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he's got a noon one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Darnold now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Herndon's got it complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a first down carry by Bell. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go again with Bell. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, Isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
SOS.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish. He looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that 1st down in the process. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
15. Yellow.
10. Under 10. 10.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Show it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes to the right side to Eric Ebron. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
53. Mike, 53. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
15.
Watch the screen.
This is Homer. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 31-yard line.
Yellow.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Homer. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Yellow. Stars go line. You don't know no better.
Hey, watch
Watch it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 43, 15. 57.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check it back.
Back to throw, Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Kill. Rush in.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
He's checking. Crash.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold, that's to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, alert three. Twist.
Darnold to throw again. He's got Herndon, his tight end. That's good for 28 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Again, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Darnold on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Check 13. Check 13.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Darnold now to throw. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. So we got man.
A first down throw, Darnold. And Anderson's got it. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
To throw is Darnold. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Armani Watts. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
53, check 53. You ain't going nowhere.
Set, go.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Get it.
And they will take a knee here.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Chiefs, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.